Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Embry Riddle Lacrosse field. Today's game features the Spartans from the University of Tampa and your Embry Riddle Eagles. The officials for today's contest are Michelle Hegblad, Chelsea Holmes, and Colleen Spiegelhoff. Now the starting lineups. First for the visiting Spartans. Number 4, O'Neal Gollinson. Number 6, Cece Colombo. Number 7, Ali Peebles. Number 16, Lizzie Pierpont. Number 21, Holliston Wagner. Number 22, Danny Waters. Number 23, Erin Sistek. Number 26, Gia Colombo. Number 29, Alex Walling. Number 31, Olivia Mott. Number 34, Alyssa Romano. And number 43, Sarah Hinkle. The Spartans are coached by Kelly Gallagher. She is assisted by Kaylee Gilday. And now, the starting lineup for your Embry Riddle Eagles. A midfielder from Voorhees, New Jersey, number 2, Caitlin Henry. An attacker from Longmeadow, Massachusetts, number 13, Anna Maurer. A defender from Whitehall, Maryland, number 17, Evelyn Leonard. An attacker from Kent Island, Maryland, number 18, Madison Elwood. A midfielder from Perry Hall, Maryland, number 19, Samantha Wright. An attacker from Huntingtown, Maryland, number 20, Alexa Zerudo. An attacker from Huntingtown, Maryland, number 21, Kenley Zerudo. A defender from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, number 22, Emma Teletovic. A defender from Newbury Park, California, number 28, Miley Crow. A defender from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, number 30, Paige Jones. A goalkeeper from Palos Verdes, California, number 32, Aubrey Dixon. And a midfielder from Portsmouth, New Hampshire, number 35, Sally Squire. The Eagles are coached by Caitlin Villarreal Kenahan. She is assisted by Christina Nicolai. The Eagles athletic trainer is Aaron Burleson. And at this time, we ask you to please join our coaches and players as we honor the United States of America and the armed forces who protect it with the playing of our national anthem.
as we are ready for the opening draw between Embry Riddle and the visiting Spartans from the University of Tampa. In the opening draw for the Eagles, number 30, Paige Jones, and Cece Colombo for the Spartans. Colombo does get it. Tampa in the all-red jerseys, and Riddle in the all-white, as Tampa will go left to right, and Riddle going right to left across your screen. So far this season, through 9 home games, and Riddle has won all 9. But they've got the biggest test here at home they've had this season, as the Spartans are currently ranked number 3 in the country, undefeated in conference play this season. Halfway through the shot clock now, down to 45. Spin move from Caitlin Miller. On the field today, we've got the 2 top goal scorers in the conference, as Aubrey Fixon makes her first save of the day. Sally Squire leads the conference in goals at 56 goals, 3.75 goals per game. Right behind her, number 43, Sarah Hinkle from the University of Tampa. She's at 52 goals, 3.5 goals per game. Ground ball picked up by Paige Jones, but Jones turns it over once she picks it up. And now Tampa's got space with Peebles. Peebles scores the first goal, but I'm not sure she intended to. It looked to be a stray pass that goes right into the middle of Fixon's net. Many times this season, we've seen Embry Riddle cause the turnover and run in transition, getting a goal. But this time, Allie Peebles causes the turnover, takes it all the way, and gets the first goal of the game, as Tampa now has a 1-0 lead 2 minutes into the contest. Jones and Colombo on the draw again. Colombo called for a face-off violation, and Paige Jones almost turns it over again after winning the draw. Cross-court pass intended for Elwood will go over her head, but Squire picks it up for the Eagles. Now Squire has space. Squire levels the contest 45 seconds after Tampa got their first goal. Squire able to keep the ball in play and then takes it herself past her defender and gets her shot past the goalie and levels this contest at 1 goal apiece.
That's an Eagles goal scored by number 35, Sally Squire.
In net for the Eagles is Aubrey Fixon, and the goalie for the Spartans, the 5'2" senior, Alex Walling. Walling this season, 8.19 goals against average, 91 saves, 46 save percentage. Aubrey Fixon has made 118 saves, saving 44% of the shots on target she's faced, giving up 10.2 goals per 60 minutes. After winning the draw, Tampa moves up the field quickly, but Caitlin Henry defends well and doesn't let the Spartans get off a shot. For the Spartans this season, majority of the damage has come from two players as Fixon makes another save. Sarah Hinkle said she was the second leading scorer in the conference. She's got 53 goals, 30 more goals than any other player on the team. But now Embry is looking for a goal. And they've got their first lead of the game through Sam Reich. Sam Reich has now scored in 15 consecutive games. And Embry has got 2 straight goals after Tampa opened the scoring 2 minutes ago. Sam Reich and Sally Squire with 1 goal apiece to give Embry a 1-goal lead. For the Spartans, Sarah Hinkle with 53 goals. The next leading goal scorer is at 23 goals. And for the assists, Olivia Mott at 29 assists. Only one other player has more than 10 this whole season. Embry looking to add another goal. Anna Maurer takes a shot, and just seconds after getting a second goal, Embry got a third goal. Sally Squire finds Maurer right in front of the net, and Anna has got an easy job to pick anywhere where the goalie's not. She did just that to double Embry lead.
That's an Eagles goal scored by number 13, Anna Maurer.
That goal by Anna Maurer comes just 8 seconds after Sam Reich had scored a goal. Embry up to the challenge so far against the number 3 team in the country. The Spartans will change their player in the middle for the draw. Embry keeping it with Paige Jones. And this time, Tampa does win the draw. Lizzie Pierpont went in the middle to do battle with Jones that time. The Eagles have scored 3 goals on 3 shots. All 3 shots have obviously been on goal. For Tampa, they've got 3 shots, all 3 on goal for them. But Aubrey Fixon with 2 saves. Ball's loose on the ground but picked up by a red jersey. Fixon makes another save. Ball still loose in front of the net. And now Elwood has it in her stick. 2 red jerseys pushing her into the corner. And eventually out of play, ruled to be Embry possession. And after a quick conversation, the ball will remain with the Eagles. Another stop and another save by this Eagle defense and Aubrey Fixon. Leonard now trying to clear it. Back to Teletovic. Her pass goes over Maurer's head, but may stay in play and does so, as Paige Jones will pick it up. Maurer behind the net as Ellie Daly enters the game for the first time. Pass from Lexi Zeruto intended for her sister. Kenley couldn't catch it, but Tampa ruled to have been on top of the ball illegally, giving it back to Embry Riddle. Reich jukes past two defenders, but can't get her shot past Walling. Alex Walling makes her first save of the game. Walling still with it in her stick. Can't find a red jersey just yet, as every Tampa player is inside the center circle. Will now break out of it and eventually across midfield and into the attacking zone. After using up most of the shot clock to get it into the zone, Tampa's only got 35 seconds left to record a shot on target now. Halfway through the first quarter, Embry couldn't have asked for a much better start as they hold a 2-goal lead. But that lead is cut in half now after a goal from Sophie Risk. Sophie Risk with her 21st goal of the season. First goal of the day for her.
Spartans goal scored by number 40, Sophie Risk.
Embry Riddle will put Sally Squire in the middle to do the draw. Tampa will go back to Colombo. Daly in there, along with Elwood and Squire for the Eagles. But it is Tampa who comes out of the scrum with the ball. We'll be looking to level this contest after Embry Riddle scored 3 consecutive goals. Squire knocks over Colombo. Called for a foul there, giving up the free position opportunity to Colombo now. Colombo 8 for 19 this season on free position shots, and that shot doesn't even make it all the way to Fixin. And Riddle picks it up after the shot. Now Elwood has it across midfield to Maurer. And Riddle moving quickly with Kenley Zeruto now. 1-on-1. And Embry Riddle's lead is back up to 2 as Embry Riddle moves quickly from end to end and gets the 2-goal lead back, as they are now up by a score of 4-2.
That's an Eagles goal scored by number 21, Kenley Zeruto.
That goal started with Teletovic, then all the way up to Maurer finds Zeruto, and Kenley one-on-one with Walling. Finds the back of the net to give Embry goal number 4. There's a lot of teams this season that haven't scored 4 goals all game against this Tampa team. Embry with 4 goals in the first 10 minutes. Most notably, Tampa held St. Leo to 1 goal in their entire game when those 2 teams played earlier this season. It's really only been one team to hang around with Tampa for a full 60 minutes, and that was Florida Southern. But in these first 10 minutes, Embry's done a lot more than just hang around. They've got double the goals than the Spartans. And now Caitlin Henry comes out of her defensive role to knock that ball loose. Ball still loose, but a foul eventually called against the Eagles. Julia Colderman spins past Elwood, but her shot saved by Fixon. But the loose ball picked up by Tampa. Fixon made the save, but Embry still having to defend after the ground ball is picked up by the Spartans, and they make Embry pay for it as they get 2 shots that trip down the field and turn the 2 shots into 1 goal. The Eagles lead back down to 1 after Gia Colombo gets her 23rd goal of the season. Fixon came up with the first big save, but couldn't get a second one that time after the Eagle defense lost that ground ball. After that last goal, Squire in the middle for the draw, and another violation called against the Spartans. That time, Sophie Risk called for the violation, and that's the second on the Spartans this quarter. Daly looking to attack, gives it up to Squire. Now Maurer behind the net looking for Squire, finds her. Squire finds the back of the net. And Embry has got 5 goals in the opening stages of this game. This season, Sally Squire has recorded a hat trick in every conference game.
Her second of the day.
5 conference games so far this season, 5 hat tricks in those games for Squire. Right now she's got 2 early goals and is 1 goal away from going 6 for 6 with 6 hat tricks. Plenty of time left for the Eagles' leading goal scorer to get one more. And after winning the draw, Sally could look for that 3rd goal right here. She's in front of her defender, but the defender able to poke the ball loose that time and force the turnover. That goal by Squire assisted by Anna Maurer. Maurer's 44th assist of the season, 2nd assist of the game. And Tampa gives it straight back to the Eagles with a turnover of their own as their pass was thrown out of bounds into the crowd. Now Daly. Zerudo. Zerudo twins trying to combine again that time. But Kenley not able to come up with the pass. And now the Spartans are quickly all the way down at the other end of the field. Collision knocks the ball loose and then picked up again by the Eagles, but a late whistle will give it back to Tampa behind the Eagles' cage. A new 90 seconds now for the Spartans. Daly defending, Fixon makes the save. And Aubrey Fixon has now got 5 saves in this first quarter. Maurer has the ball poked loose again from her. It's been a few times where the Spartans now have knocked the ball loose from a stick of an Eagle player. And after the turnover, they're one-on-one with Fixon. And a shooting space violation called. A second free position opportunity for Tampa. Spartans missed their last free position, but capitalized this time as Sophie Risk has got her 2nd goal of the quarter. Risk now with 2 of the 4 goals for the Spartans.
Spartans goal scored by number 40, Sophie Risk.
And after scoring that, her 2nd goal of the day, Risk goes to the middle where Paige Jones is waiting for her to do the next draw. Risk and Colombo have been the only 2 so far for the Spartans. Paige Jones and Sally Squire, the 2 for the Eagles, who have taken on the responsibility of the draws. And another draw won by the Spartans. Alyssa Romano moves it down the field. And with just a minute left in the first quarter, the shot clock is off for the Spartans. Risk again looking to attack. Defended by Jones this time. Now 30 left in the quarter. Teletovic. Now back to Risk. Risk past Jones, but the shot not past the Eagles goalie, as Fixon's got it in her stick. 10 seconds left in the quarter. And Riddle gives it straight back, though. Down to 2-1, and that late turnover is thankfully not going to come back to hurt the Eagles, as after 15 minutes, Embry holds a 1-goal lead against the number 3 team in the country, Tampa Spartans. Tampa this season 13-2 overall, 5-0 in the conference. Embry currently ranked at number 14 in the country, but giving this Spartans team a big test in the first 15 minutes. Take a short break before we're back for another 15. Riddle the first to break their huddle after the end of the first quarter, and they are back out on the field ready to go. A great first quarter from them. When these two teams met last year, Riddle scored 6 goals the whole game. They've got 5 goals in the first 15 minutes with a 1-goal lead. The score at the end of one quarter last year, Tampa 5, Embry 0. A much different scoreline after the first quarter today. Embry will look to repeat that performance as we are ready to start the second quarter. And Embry loses that draw. Sarah Hinkle wins the draw, looked to get a shot off, but defended well by Embry Riddle. Talked about Sarah Hinkle and Sally Squire, the 2 leading goal scorers in the conference. Hinkle held quiet in the first quarter, yet to take a shot, while Sally Squire's got 2 goals and 1 assist in her first quarter. after stopping the Spartan attack yet again. And Riddle looks to go the other way, but now Sam Reichs got it poked from her stick. And another Embry Riddle turnover. Gives it back to Tampa. The Spartans do hold a 14-6 shot advantage. Saw one possession where the Spartans got multiple shots after a fix and save, and Riddle couldn't win the ground ball, but majority of the time that shot disparity has been a result of turnovers. And Riddle with 6 turnovers, Tampa with just 1. For a almost perfect performance, and Riddle will be looking to not turn the ball over as much, and they'd wonder how big this lead could be if they limit those turnovers. But after another shot and save by Fixon, the second shot goes off the crossbar, and Embry Riddle's got a chance to breathe. Lexi Zeruto takes a stick to the face, and a foul called against her. Now after the foul, and Riddle able to slow it down and get set up in the attacking zone. Aubrey Fixon with 6 saves compared to just the 1 save made by Walling. Shot clock down to 30 now for Embry Riddle. Zeruto in front of the net, and Walling makes her second save of the game. Walling had trouble finding an open jersey the first time after she made a save. And it looks like Tampa will deploy that same strategy where they'll have everybody meet up in the center circle before one red jersey cuts short to Walling. Now back behind the net with 30 on the shot clock. Out in front for Colderman. She gives it to Peebles. And now that shot saved again by Fixon. The sophomore from Palos Verdes, California, keeping the Eagles in this contest, and one of the best attacks in the country, has held them quiet so far. Over 5 minutes into the second quarter now. Still no goals for either side. Shot clock now under 30 at 25. Sam Reich finds space, takes a shot, but can't get it past Walling, as she's now made back-to-back saves. Pass not caught cleanly. Miley Quo has it, finds Kenley Zerudo. Zerudo not able to score that time in the one-on-one battle with Walling. In the first quarter, the Eagles scored every time they were one-on-one with Alex Walling. But now the Tampa goalies made 3 consecutive saves without allowing a goal in this second quarter. Fixon doing the same, has already made more saves this game than she did in the entire game against Florida Southern on Saturday. In that game, Aubrey Fixon with 6 saves. She's got 7 in almost the first 20 minutes, but can't save that shot. And the first goal of this quarter goes to Tampa as the contest is now level at 5 goals apiece. Halfway through the second quarter, Tampa gets the first goal of the quarter. Riley McGettigan with her first goal of the day, 9th goal of the season.
Riley McGettigan.
Tampa now with 17 total shots, 12 of the 17 on goal. And Riddle with 9 shots, but has put all 9 of theirs on goal. But most importantly, 5 goals for each team. Squire and Risk do the draw with the score now level. And Daly picks it up from Riddle as they'll have the first chance to restore their lead, but the pass from Daly over Maurer's head, and Tampa gets it right back. Now 7 turnovers after that last one for the Eagles, and now they're called for too many players in the defensive zone. No real penalty for that besides resetting the shot clock. A miscommunication between the Eagles players after they turn it over. Now the ball poked loose. Daly trying to win it back after her turnover, and it eventually ends up in the stick of Fixon. Now Elwood. Spartan on either side of her, so she'll give it up to Reich. Reich to Lexi Zerudo. And one more. Embry Riddle turnover. A nice catch on the far side to avoid a turnover for the Spartans. The Embry Riddle defense staying busy in this second quarter have only given up the one goal in almost 10 minutes of this second quarter. Now the double team of Elwood and Teletovic forces a turnover, but once again given back to Tampa. Teletovic lost her footing, and seconds after causing a Tampa turnover, Embry gives it back, and now a new 90 seconds for the Spartans. Elwood defending McLaughlin. And it's rolled back to the Eagle goaltender. Now Fixon's got it out of her crease. A pass to Maurer, who was under pressure. Can't get it all the way to Maurer. And now a numerical advantage. And the Spartans capitalize and get their lead back at 1 goal. A pass to Anna Maurer from Aubrey Fixon. Maurer was under pressure. Would have been a tough position to catch that one in. She couldn't come up with the catch. Tampa comes up with the ball, comes up with the goal. And after a bright start, Riddle has lost the lead, now trailing 6-5, and a after Sarah Hinkle gets her first goal of the game. Mentioned earlier how many goals she has. 53 coming in. Now 54 after that last goal. But Coach Kenahan will be hoping to make Hinkle work a lot harder than she had to work to score that last goal. A cheap turnover by Embry gave them about a 3-on-1 opportunity, and you knew that Tampa was going to score that one before they had even shot it. Embry's turnovers have been costly. 10 turnovers for Embry has resulted in 10 extra shots for Tampa. Fortunately, Aubrey Fixon has made 7 saves to keep Tampa at just 6 goals. And that shot from Kenley Zeruto goes over top of the crossbar, but stays with Embry Riddle. Mauer looking for Reich, can't find her, but Kenley keeps it alive for the Eagles. Down to 20 on the shot clock. Another pass looking for a cutting Eagle. Doesn't find the target. And now Tampa brings it up the far sideline. Daly tracking back, and now Peebles has it. Peebles past Jones. Peebles shot past Fixon. Tampa's lead has grown to 2. Another turnover from Embry Riddle.
Spartans goal scored by number 7, Ellie Peebles.
Eagles will take a turnover in their attacking zone more often than they'll would in the defensive zone, but a few turnovers too many, as that's now 11 turnovers. And Allie Peebles gets her 19th goal of the season, her second of the day. The good news for Embry Riddle, they haven't played anywhere near their best in this second quarter, but are still just 2 goals down to one of the best teams in the country. But with just 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second quarter, Embry Riddle is still looking for their first goal of the quarter. Pass not caught cleanly by the Spartans, and now under control by Teletovic. It looked to be Colderman who didn't catch that pass for Tampa. Now Paige Jones has it across midfield. Daly to Jones. After that pass, a foul called against Tampa.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
Into the final 60 seconds of the quarter. 30 on the shot clock. Jones finds Elwood. Elwood looked to load up for the shot, but lost the ball as she pulled her stick back to shoot it. And after that, Tampa's brought it all the way down to the other end of the field and draws another shooting space violation and free position opportunity. Allie Peebles has the opportunity. Peebles looking for a hat trick, and she gets the hat trick as the third goal from Allie Peebles has given Tampa a 3-goal lead.
Scored by number 7, Allie Peebles.
In the first quarter, Tampa scored 4 goals, and they've got 4 goals again in the second quarter. But the difference has been Embry scored 5 in the first quarter and has yet to get 1 in this second quarter. Allie Peebles now goal number 20 of the season, and she's got a first half hat trick. .27 seconds left in the quarter. Risk and Jones in the middle for this draw. Ball goes straight up, and Risk had control of it. Jones knocks it loose, but now picked up again by the Spartans and brought behind the net by Olivia Mott. Quo doing the defensive work behind the net, forces a turnover.
That's the end of the first half.
And as soon as Elwood
Score, Spartans 8, Eagles
catches
5.
that, the horn goes for the end of the first half. And Riddle in the first 15 minutes. They'll need to
on the flight line, on the quad, in the sky and in the surf. We work hard and we play harder. We are pioneers, travelers, adventurers, explorers. We build the bots, we put the war in rockets. If you can fly it, build it, or lead it, our alumni have done it. We're taking business, medicine, engineering, and flight into space. Extra focus, extra fast, extraordinary.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents, get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can. And then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
enter quarter number 3. The Eagles trail by 3. A tale of 2 quarters in that first half. Embry Riddle scoring 5 goals in the first quarter, scored 0 in the second quarter. Tampa with 4 goals in the first, followed up by 4 more in the second to get us to where we are. Tampa leading it by a score of 8-5. For the Eagles, Sally Squire with 2, Kenley Zarudo, Sam Reich, and Anna Maurer all with 1 goal. For the Spartans, Peebles with 3, Risk with 2, and then McGettigan, Colombo, and Hinkle all with 1 goal each. To start the second half, it will be Tampa possession after they win the opening draw. During the halftime break, the first regional rankings of the season actually came out. 4 teams from each region around the country are going to make the national tournament. The rankings have not given a number to each team, but they have given listed the top 6 teams in each region in alphabetical order. And Riddle has been included in the top 6. We'll have to wait 1 more week to find out where they are amongst those 6. But good news for Embry Riddle that they are included in the list. Tampa as well is included, along with Rollins, Flagler, and Florida Southern. All teams that Embry Riddle has played this season. And a shot wide of the net. Been 2 shots from Tampa. Both have been wide of the net. And now the shot clock has expired. And a good defensive possession keeps Tampa from getting a shot on target for 90 seconds. The defense hasn't been the issue for the Eagles. It's been a story of turning the ball over too much and not winning as many draws as they're accustomed to if you're an Eagle fan. 12 turnovers for Riddle in the first half. Only won 5 draws compared to 10 draw wins for the Spartans. But regardless of the turnovers and losing a few draws, it's still just a 3-goal game. Eagles capitalizing when they get those shots, scoring on 5 of their 10 total shots in the first half, along with Aubrey Fixon making 7 saves in the first half. But a pass from Squire out of bounds is 1 more turnover. And then offsides again by Embry Riddle. Second time today. They've had too many white jerseys in the defensive zone. Ball's loose up in the air, but it is controlled by Tampa. Now Quo beaten, Fixon beaten, and Tampa gets the first goal of this third quarter. Their lead now up to 4. Tampa's opened the scoring to each quarter this afternoon. They scored the first goal in the first quarter before Embry answered back with 3 straight goals of their own. Then they opened the scoring in the second quarter and were the only team to score in that second quarter. And now McGettigan gets her 10th of the season, Tampa's 9th of the day. And McGettigan now with 2 goals this afternoon. Squire, Colombo do the draw. Colombo and the Spartans win the draw once again. Now Peebles, who already has a hat trick, comes up before Squire slows down her run. Tampa overloading the right side. Had 4 players all lined up in a line before they do break apart. No red jersey able to find space though. Now we are more than halfway through the shot clock. Teletovic pushes Peebles away. And Fixon gets her stick low, makes a save, and holds on to it before finding Henry. Henry protects the ball in her stick well before getting into the attacking zone and drawing a foul. That's how at least 3 of the Eagles' turnovers happened in the first half. They'll get past 1 Spartan player before the trailing Spartan will reach their stick in front of them and poke the ball loose. Now Reich had space in front of the net, but couldn't control it. But Reich wins it back before the Spartans even clear it. Now Reich has lost it once again. 3 turnovers there in a matter of seconds. Eagles turn it over, Spartans turn it over. Eagles turn it back over. Game starting to slow down after 9 goals in the first quarter. There's been just 5 goals since the end of the first quarter. And another Spartan turnover. Squire has space in front of her, but her pass is behind Coletti. Leah Coletti in the game for the first time. Now Tampa gets it back after Zeruto's shot was over the crossbar. Tampa was closest to it when it did roll out of play. That shot deflected by an Eagle, goes out of play, and the referees rule Embry Riddle possession. Fixin slowly walking it up the field all the way out of the zone, and eventually does find Anna Maurer. Kenley Zeruto able to hustle over, keep the ball in play as she's deep in the corner with it, and finds her sister, Alexa. After a turnover, Tampa's got it again. So far in this third quarter, 6 combined turnovers between the teams. 4 for the Eagles, 2 for the Spartans. Just 2 shots on target between the two teams this quarter as well. Both shots on goal were by Tampa. And the ball was poked loose. Embry thought they had another turnover caused, but a foul blown against them. And now a free position opportunity from 8 meters out for the Spartans. Shot wide of the net, though. Missed the target on the first try, and a second attempt misses the target as well. Down to 30 on the shot clock, but the third time's the charm if you're a Spartan fan, as they find the back of the net on their third shot within a matter of seconds. Two shots off target.
Spartans goal scored by number 31,
and then eventually Olivia Mott finds the back of the net on the third attempt. Tampa now has scored 7 straight goals. And Riddle held a 5-3 lead with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's now been almost 30 minutes without a goal for the Eagles. Squire looking to end the scoreless streak and draws a foul. Pass too high for Daly. Ball is loose on the ground and brought away by red jerseys, specifically Wagner. Here's McLaughlin against Jones. Jones switches now. Ball loose in front of Fixon's net, and she'll collect. Paige Jones defending multiple Spartans that time. And the turnover caused before Tampa can get a shot away. Now Jones involved in the midfield and draws a foul. Leonard, the defender for the Eagles, moves it into the attacking zone. She'll find Paige Jones before Leonard leaves the attacking zone so Daly can enter. It is with Daly now. Zeruto has it in her stick, and now a free position opportunity for the Eagles. Embry Riddle's first free position chance of the day. Zeruto has it, but can't get a shot away as the loose ball is picked up by Wagner again. The Eagles attack, which has broken so many program records this season, has gone cold. Over 30 minutes now without a goal. Game still within reach. Embry only trailing by 5. And scored 5 goals in a 15-minute span in the first quarter. Now our first yellow card of the day given to the Eagles, number 19, Sam Reich. With exactly 1:30 left in the third quarter, Sam Reich's been given a yellow card for a hit to the head. Two-minute penalty for the Eagles, number 19. It is releasable, and that goal from the Spartans right there will release it. But unfortunately now, the Eagles' deficit has gone to 6. Embry Riddle has reached double figures in goals every game this season except for one. They're going to need 5 more goals to try and get to that double figure mark again. That one game was against Rollins. Lost that game by a score of 8-9. The low scoring day for the Eagles was still almost enough scoring, as that game was tied with 3 minutes left, 8-8, before a late goal from the Tars helped Rollins win that game by a lone goal.
1 minute remaining in the third quarter.
Embry Riddle mentioned they're 12-3 this season, ranked number 14 in the country. All 3 losses have come from teams in the top 11 in the country. They lost to Florida Southern in their last game, ranked number 5. Lost to Rollins in that 9-8 game I just mentioned. Rollins number 8 in the country. And they lost to Flagler, who's 14-1 at number 11 in the country. We've already mentioned Tampa, who is number 3 in the country. So that number 14 spot seems to be about the right position for the Eagles as they head into the fourth quarter.
The score is Spartans 11, Eagles 5.
Down 11-5. And Riddle has beaten some ranked teams as well. They beat Lynn here at home in one of their 9 home wins this season, as well as beating Florida Tech, who is receiving votes in the national poll. And after this game against Tampa, the Eagles finished the regular season (18-4). And they've had many other games where their defense hasn't been breached too often. Beat Georgian Court 22-7. They beat Frostburg State 17-6. Florida Tech 18-7. They beat St. Leo, who the Eagles play on Saturday, 18-1. They beat Palm Beach Atlantic 23-4. And have also beaten Rollins 17-7. Not sure if Tampa's ever given up 5 goals in a quarter this season, but they've responded by going 2 quarters without giving up 1 goal. And they start this fourth quarter on the attack. Spin move and a goal scored by Julia Colderman. Colderman spins past her defender to create plenty of space. And now the Tampa lead has gone to 12-5.
Spartans goal scored by number 9, Julia Colderman.
Tampa now up 7 with 14 minutes to go in the contest. Squire in the middle for the draw. And yet another violation on the draw called by the called against the Spartans. It's the third time Tampa's been called for a false start on the draws. Squire now for the Eagles. Drives right, cuts back left. Right again, and her shot finds the bottom corner. Embry Riddle still got some fight left in them as their leading goal scorer gets their first goal in a long time. And we'll see if that goal can get some momentum back to the Eagles.
For number 35, Sally Squire.
Squire does get her hat trick. Said she had recorded a hat trick in every conference game this season in the first quarter. And now in game number 6, she's got hat trick number 6. Her 59th goal of the season. One away from tying her record from last season of 60 goals. Squire's been a big piece of this Eagles' success this season. Squire leads the team in all of these categories I'm about to mention. Shots on goal, goals, game-winning goals, free position goals, ground balls, caused turnovers, and draw controls. Squire getting it done on both sides of the field, scoring 59 goals, while also causing the most turnovers of anyone on the team, picking up the most ground balls, and winning the most draws, as that shot is wide of Aubrey's net. Brought out from behind the net, and a charge taken by Emma Teletovic. Emma took one for the team right there and wins possession back for the Eagles. Teletovic, the sophomore from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, has now started all 40 games in her career. 40 appearances for Emma, 40 starts in all of those appearances. Hasn't missed a game yet. Has got a career high in ground balls, Teletovic. Paige Jones looked to shoot the ball, but didn't have the ball in her stick when she shot it. Now Squire against McLaughlin on the sideline. McLaughlin escapes Squire, and Tampa's quickly on the attack again. Four minutes into the fourth, a goal apiece. Daly defending, but the Spartans still score as Sophie Risk gets that goal. Goal number 23
Spartans
for
goal,
Risk.
Number 40, Sophie Risk.
Risk now on the day with a hat trick. 3 players in the game with a hat trick. 2 for the Spartans, 1 for the Eagles. Risk with 3 and 1 assist. Peebles for Tampa with 3 goals, no assists. And Sally Squire with 3 of the Eagles, 6 goals to go along with 1 assist. We will have 2 of the 3 players with a hat trick in the middle to do the draw. Squire and Peebles. Squire and Risk. And Sally wins the draw, gets it to Daly in the middle of the field. And once again, Tampa comes from behind, pokes the ball loose, and causes a turnover. That turnover was turnover number 20 for the Eagles. Ten caused turnovers by the Spartans. 10 others have been unforced errors. The Spartans with 20 extra shots compared to the Eagles. In large part due to those 20 extra turnovers from the Eagles. Shot fake and then was taken by Risk. Risk, the transfer from the University of Maryland. One of the most successful Division I women's lacrosse programs in the country. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Now Hinkle looks to take the shot. And the foul called with 2 seconds left on the shot clock against Embry Riddle. Hinkle will have the free position opportunity. Only has 2 seconds, takes the shot. Shot looked to have gone off the post, but it will stay with Tampa. Teletovic defending, pokes the ball loose, but red jerseys come up with the ground ball. Eagles doing a good job defensively again. Defended all 90 seconds last time and forced another low shot clock before Teletovic picks off that pass, and a timeout has been called by the Eagle bench. 8 minutes left to play. After the timeout, Embry will get us underway through Leonard. Leonard takes it all the way herself. Now across midfield, the defender still going. Eventually finds fellow defender Quo. And now they'll give it off to the attackers. Good news for Riddle. Zariah Durham is back on the bench. Not able to play due to her injury, but is back on the bench after her season-ending surgery. She'd missed a few games recovering from the surgery, but is now in a boot, walking around on the sideline. Back out on the field, though. Shot clock's down to 15 for the Eagles. Daly gives it up to Elwood. Elwood to Squire. Squire gets another goal, and with 5 seconds left on the shot clock, Riddle gets their second goal of the quarter. And the lead for the Spartans is down to 6. Squire now has equaled her tally from last season. 60 goals last season. And now
Eagles goal, scored by number 35,
at 60 goals again this season.
her fourth of the day.
Sally with 26 goals in conference play. Has scored 2 or more goals in every game this season, including non-conference games. Through now, this is game number 16. Squire has had a hat trick in 14 of the 16 games. Just 2 teams this season have kept her from recording a hat trick. Tampa is not one of them. Squire has now got 4 goals this afternoon. 4 of the Eagles' 7. But with 6 minutes to go, Tampa's lead still is 6. Now Reich, big save there by Alex Walling to keep the lead at 6. And after the referee pointed for Embry Riddle possession, she will change her mind and give it to Tampa. Tampa into the center circle now, as they have done multiple times today to try and clear the ball. Right now the Eagles seem to have gotten used to it and made it much more difficult that time for a Spartan to get open, but eventually they do. They've worked the shot clock now down to 40 though, before Tampa can even get in the zone, but all that hard work is for naught, as Embry Riddle is called for too many players in the defensive zone for the 3rd time this afternoon, and the shot clock now goes back up to 90. Down to 40 now on the shot clock. Shot taken by Colombo. Whistle was blown. Colombo still shot it, and the goal is going to count. CC Colombo playing through the foul and capitalizes with a goal. Her 20th goal of the season. It's Colombo's first goal of the day. She's been in the middle doing the draw responsibility a majority of the contest. And after getting that last goal, she'll go right back to the middle to look to win one more draw against Squire. Under 4 minutes now. Tampa's up 7. Both teams struggling to pick it up after the draw, but Colombo comes out on top, and then a foul from Paige Jones. Tampa slowing the game down now, as they have a 7-goal lead with under 3 minutes to play and are going to use a majority of the shot clock each trip down the field now. Under 30 now. The instruction from the bench is to go. Start the play. Now down to 20. Colombo against Squire. Now under 10. Colderman to Peebles. 5 seconds left. The ball is loose. Teletovic picks it up. She finds Maurer. Now Embry looks to turn up the pace. Lexi Zeruto to her twin sister Kenley. Spartan defense does well to get set up. Sam Reich's shot turned away, but stays with the Eagles. And another Riddle turnover, as there's just a 2-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. "75 seconds left in the game, 73 seconds left on the shot clock. So Tampa will be able to pretty much run out the clock
remaining in the fourth quarter
and end this contest. After 10 games at home, this is going to be the only one the Eagles lose, finishing 9-1 at home this season. They'll move to 3-3 overall in the conference before a big game on Saturday to decide who will move into the conference tournament. Eagles were 3-4 last year. If they can win the game on Saturday, they'll improve their conference record by 1 game and make the conference tournament for the first time in program history. As the clock has got 1 second left on it, shot clock has expired, and the game will come to an end with the Spartans prevailing 14-7. Eagles couldn't get it done today,
Tampa 14, Embry Riddle 7.
but have still got everything left to play for,
For supporting Embry Riddle Lacrosse this season.
as they've
Have a
got
safe trip home.
their biggest game of the season now on Saturday against St. Leo. That game will be at St. Leo at 12 o'clock Saturday afternoon. For the game today, Sally Squire leads the way with 4 goals and 1 assist. Sam Reich, Kenley Zeruto, Anna Maurer, all with 1 goal each. Maurer adds 2 assists with her 1 goal, and Elwood adds 1 assist as well for the Eagles. For the Spartans, Peebles with 3, Risk with 3, McGettigan with 2, but Colderman, McLaughlin, Hinkle, Colombo, Mott, and the other Colombo, all with 1 goal each. 3 Colombo sisters, Cece Colombo, Gia Colombo, and Gracie Colombo, all on the Spartan roster. Cece and Gia both with 1 goal for the Spartans this afternoon. But Embry Riddle will find out momentarily that they are in the top 6 in the region, but couldn't get it done against the number 3 team in the country this afternoon as they lose 14-7, but will look to finish this season with something they've never done before, and that is to make the conference tournament. And once they take care of that, they'll look to try and move on and make the national tournament for the first time. But that is it for the Embry women's lacrosse season at home this year. Thanks for joining us. See you next year back here at Embry Lacrosse Stadium, but encourage you to follow the rest of this season, even though it will be on the road.